Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back. Welcome back. Did you enjoy the holiday? Did you rested? Eat panettone? It's time to be back. The vacation it's over. The markets are moving. We are here. First time in here. Amazing, Gary. Hope you had an amazing Christmas. Mark, I had an amazing Christmas because I was here with my Nasdaq. And you know what is good? It's good when you are eating your panettone and you see that the analysis that you did with all your lovely team, guys, we destroyed Nasdaq, okay? Now, there are new people here. So there are people that thinks that I say things in hindsight. So I say things after it happened. Can someone in the chat confirm with a 3 that I explain with profile framing that from here we will go here and from here we will go here? Can someone confirm that everything we do it live, we do it before it happens, and we do market preparation together on Monday? For new people, thank you, Vivek. I hope that you liked it, the podcast. Amazing. Look at the chat for new people, okay? Now, I received an amazing message from a guy that was struggling, lost a lot of money with signals, prop firm, was confused, and went in some negative loop of buying prop firm, trying martingale bot and stuff like this. And what I want to share with you guys is that trading don't need always to be complicated, okay? I've been around, I think, 25 to 30 multiple trading models. Okay. When I started, I tried everything. Everything you can think of, I tried. Complex indicator, neural network, everything. And if after 10 years I'm using this, is because I want to save for you all the time of searching for new stuff. Okay. This one that you are seeing is the value building of institutionals, is where they accept value and where they reject value. So everything I'm saying to you here is exactly what I use every day. And this should give you a confirmation on everything that really works in the market. Now, as always, for the new people, we go on Monday when there is not me because I'm busy. We have other educators, okay, on Monday. We go through the market preparation. I do this for myself and I share with you, okay? And what we go through on this one is analyzing the profile framing. Okay, so watching the profile and searching what institutionals are doing. So from the 18th, okay, and confirmation with 19 that the market confirmed open here and went back to test here, we are long. Okay, we are accepting value on the long side. And remember that every time you have a value that is on the same horizontal level, like this one and this one, you can double click and go on merge. Okay, so you have the merged value. Now we are in the control point. Okay, we are in the most sensitive point of this distribution. Okay, so the volume for Christmas is lower. At the same time, we are in the most sensitive level here because the decision point that we have with the market here, it's huge. Why I say for you that it's huge, the decision point? Because this one, and I will merge to help you understand what we are doing here. I will merge all the volume here, one, then we merge this one, okay, and then we merge this one. Okay, so we have all of three. Then we have the breakout. So when I want to help myself, because you have a point of control here and a point of control here, when you build enough experience, you can also get the complete sensitive level of the distribution, okay? Because this one is distribution static, this one is explosion, and you have a top distribution, as you can see. So what you can do if you merge these two, you can use just for POC. Okay, so you can use just to see where the POC sensitive level is. and the POC sensitive level is this one, okay? And as you can see, it's paired with a low volume node. The low volume node you can see on the right of the composite distribution. This one is the wall. This one is the wall of the cell pressure. Now here, we are in this condition. I will go, as always, to show you here, okay? So we did a multi-day distribution. Let's take red. We did a multi-day distribution, this, where the price built for multiple days value inside. Then we have a confirmation profile. So they created a huge exit from this distribution, and then we went down. Where we went down? We went down for the composite POC. Okay, so this is the multi-day composite. Imagine you have a huge distribution. Okay, you have a huge distribution and you have the POC. Now I didn't do this proper. Let me do this proper for you, because I want that it's clear for everyone. Okay, you have a multi-day distribution, something like this. Okay, and you have the profile here. So we bounce here. The value area high, it's here. Now we are on the value area high. So you have a strong selling pressure here of the composite profile. And we are on the POC that started the movement. Okay. You understand that this is a level where I don't want to engage. Why I don't want to engage? Because the market show me pressure from down here. Okay. Now it's bouncing here, and we have two options on this. If we accept also one single session of value, I will build the pressure for the next week long. If we reject, okay, and we close below, I will build my narrative to go back to the POC. I don't want to trade when I have two strong forces on the same level. Why? Because in this time, the market is not clear, okay? Why is not clear? I will cancel this and zoom out to make this even more clear. Because if we zoom out, okay, and we see things from a bigger perspective, the bigger perspective is this one. This is the big composite POC. This is the level, okay, so the market accepted, we were here, and the market went to test back here. This level create a strong rejection, okay, this market create a strong rejection, and now we are back here on the value area high. As you understood, the value area high is either a catalyst of the price, so this can be the start of a strong trend up, or it's a rejection point, okay? And we are here, but we still didn't decide it. How can we decide? Either, imagine that this one, it's zooming options, okay? So you can zoom in here. And if you zoom here, you go on the single day profile. And if we have today that closed like this, we have a single day profile that failed the auction high, so we know that the direction is lower. At the same time, if we close today like this, okay, we accepted the distribution higher, okay, the accumulation higher, so we know that we will continue the trend up, okay. I did this in the most simple way I can. I hope it's clear. Let me check from the pulse if it's clear. Decision point confluence. Is it clear? I already explained why I don't watch all the profile, Graham. I only watch cash session, New York session. Why? Because it's where 70% of the volume is structured. And NASDAQ, it's a US index. Oh, amazing, 95%. Okay, so today, for me, it's a waiting day. It's a day where I want to have a confirmation from the market, where I want to understand which pressure it's actually dominating. Okay? No, I'm not going to trade today because I don't have a clear bias. Okay, you remember, guys, let's go back to the chart. You remember when we were here? We were here, and I explained to you that I will long everything that goes on the value area low. You remember? Okay, the same here. Everything that goes below the value area long, for me, it's a sniper. I took amazing sniper here and here on the cash session. Okay, Now we reach the ceiling. You have to think like this. Now, let's consider that you have an edge, okay? You have an edge and you know that the profile distribution of the volume is giving you an insight of what institutional wants to do. So if we have a profile like this, okay, and we go back here, we know that this rejection point, statistically wise, is going to give us at least this projection, but if we are in a distribution profile multi-day, this one can also project, okay? This one can also project. This is statistically proven, okay? You can go from Jim Dalton to Stadelmeier, you can go testing this by yourself, and you can understand that if we accept the value lower, as it should be, okay, the institutional approach is to short the dynamic VWAP plus the value area high, okay? And this logic here gives you an insight on where to load your position. Because let's say that you like my masterclass on YouTube, or you join the bootcamp and you like when you see buyers completely exhausted, big buyers here, okay? Sorry, completely absorbed, big buyers here, no result. So you like to take this short, okay? But you understand how much is different if you take this short here or if you try to take this short here, because here you can do the momentum trade, but you cannot project till here because you already did the ATR of the day. But if you do this here, you have a level, a clean level where you can put your stop loss to break even, and a clean projection level if you want to maximize. I loaded multiple sessions on YouTube where risking 1,000, 2,000, I made for the day 20, 25, 30,000, okay? How I made it? I made it because my stop loss was really low, because I was in a sensitive level, okay? And I trailed it, okay? Also the $50,000 session that I'm going to load, it's based like this, okay? And it's the one that we saw live in the bootcamp anyway. Yeah, it's 3 months. It's 3 months. But now we are stationary. You can also use the delta profile. Okay. Till now, is it clear what I'm saying? So what I wanted to say here is that for me it's a waiting day, because I don't have either the acceptance of the level, that is this one, okay? So I didn't broke the level with a session, full session, and I didn't accept it lower. So the market is inside here deciding what you want to do. Okay, today we will decide. Today we will decide. So today maybe we see auction high, and you know when I go in live session and I do squeeze, no? I say, guys, this is a squeeze. Squeeze usually happens when you are above the value area high. In this case, if we go above the value area high, okay, and you have a session that close here, you can long the value area low because it's a really sensitive level, and you can see big movements. These last weeks, we didn't saw much movement on Nasdaq, and someone can think, no, but intraday we saw, yes, but we didn't have big swing session. You see that every session, it's always on the same range. Okay. Also here, what we rejected this sensitive level, value area low. Okay, 0. That's what we did. And if you want to understand why we rejected here, you can just do this exercise. You can take the previous profile, okay, and you can drag it on. And when you drag it on, you can see that here, let's go inside the volume. Let me take from the bottom because I took, okay. Let me take from the bottom. When you go here, you see that you have on the volume side, you see this huge cluster of buy. 1, 2, 3. This is a huge cluster of buy. And the second cluster, it's here. Okay. So you can start the cluster from here and drag it till here. And you can project. This is the delta pressure. Let me remove the magnet. Okay. So we make it in white. Amazing. 1 and 2. Perfect. This is a big area, no? And then let's say that you know how to merge profile. So you go to analyze the accumulation phase. The accumulation phase started here because, as you can see, they went down, okay? And then they immediately switch, and then they went back down, okay? So if you take all this consideration, you see that the level where they accepted value, the value area I, is this one. It's one horizontal level. Okay. So now you have a confluence. Now you have a confluence. And if you want to go deeper, on the horizontal level, you can do this merge. Volume, guys, it always gives you the same information. Even if you use multiple indicators, if you understand volume, volume always gives you the same information. Okay, I will show you. I will aggregate every price that is inside this. All the accumulation phase, I will aggregate this one. Sorry, I merge with the following. I need to merge with this. I will aggregate this one. And I will aggregate this one, because it's all the levels that we have horizontal, okay? What we have here, we have the majority of the volume taking place here, okay, with a POC, and we see that here we are below the value area high, the value area low, okay, perfect. What you can see from the distribution, that 70% of the volume is exchanged here, in this belly, okay, in this belly. And if you take the confirmation, okay, and you merge this belly with the actual delta that we have, you can see that the only level that cross both the value area and the delta is this, from 24,844 to 24,600. Another level of deep analysis that you can make, it's on round numbers. Here you have 24,700, here you have 24,800. And here you have 24,600. So you can make the level based on round numbers. This is really important. I don't know if you studied Ilyan Yatov, the law of large numbers, and you can refine the areas with this. Okay. And if I remove this, and I make everything clear, and we see only price, okay, and we see the area that we marked, you can see that the price try to arrive here, and probably if we remove the regular trading hour and we go on the extended trading hour, the price rejected here. Why we don't need it? Because we are watching the session with the most volume, the cash session, okay? So if we go on this one, and I want to show you from another chart, I want to show you how the price interact with this, with the deep trades. Let me go on deep trades. Okay. Let me go maybe on the 5 minutes. So we have the same profile chart. The institution don't trade on round numbers. This is what, but because it's also the pressure of options. Okay, it's also the pressure of options. And we go on the 20. Let me take more days. Let me take 30 days. We go on the which day the level was tapped into. This one is the 17. Okay, so we take 24,800 and 24,600. 24,800. It's here. Okay. As you can see, the price didn't even reach this one. It reached only the composite. The composite is this one. Let me activate for you. Okay. It reached this one. What does it mean, this one? It means that the buy pressure that you have here, it's way stronger than the sell pressure because you are low in the curve. So the play that you can have on the multi-day, if you want to go more swing, it's a trade like this. Okay. It's a trade like this. It's a 5R during 1 week where you cover yourself below the level of maximum aggression. And if you don't have the knowledge to do this, and you want to make this only based on intraday confirmation, you can do this one by single profile. Okay, so from the moment you are long, you long the low, you long the low, okay? And now you wait. Would love to know how to calculate big numbers for say, no, I don't use it, Nick. I don't use it. Guys, remember something. This is something that I always say to you, okay? If I'm good at driving, okay, if I am a professional driver, I teach you how to drive the car that I drive. I don't teach you how to drive bikes because it's not my skills, and you should appreciate it, because I don't try to sell you something that I'm not good at. I only trade Nasdaq, guys. Okay, I only trade Nasdaq. If I will give you an information on another asset, I don't want to say that it will be wrong, but it will not be a battle tested information. People pay for experience. Okay, so gold, I don't trade, guys. Okay, I don't trade it. And by don't trading gold, it will be really fake guru vibes to give you information on gold, because I'm not expert in it. Okay, so when we go here and we start to analyze the session, we see that today is the decision point. Today is the decision point, and if we extend outside of the regular trading hour and we go on what the market is doing at the moment, can you see how already the price felt the level that I told you? Let's go on the level that I told you, because here we only see regular trading hour. The level that I told you, it's 25,939. 25,939. 25,939. It's this one. Okay, look how the price rejected. Okay, now I don't trade usually if I don't have an amazing setup, the London session. But the reason of this pullback is this one. Is the composite profile volume node. All the distribution start from here. This is the POC. You said you trade options and swing. Can you please share what you trade? Yes, for options and swing, I don't do scalping. So this is important to understand. The intraday model, the scalping model that I use is Nasdaq. And is the one that I share with you in the bootcamp and in the live, profile framing and everything, okay? Then on the swing side, I use multiple information. For example, I use information from Congress, US. I have a proprietary model to analyze what the big boys are doing. Okay, I use information related to the commitment of traders report. I use information based on seasonality. I use information based on a custom reader of bank report. I work as an institutional on the long term. Okay, but this one is not a matter of deep charts. This is an order flow platform. These are lives for intraday. It's not related at all what I do on the long term. It's a model that is really loved by institutions, the what I use long term. And another thing I do is options, but I'm not expert in it. And I will be really honest with you. So I understood that I can build model completely based on mathematics and statistics that give me an edge on volatility on options. And I start to study really deep every day, 3-4 hours, and I build something crazy. Okay, build something crazy. But also this is not based on order flow. So it's not related to this. And I have to be honest with you. It took me, maybe it's me that I'm stupid, maybe it's me that I'm stupid, but in options, I don't know if there is any options trader here, but I noticed that options are the most complex financial instruments available, because for me it was really difficult to understand the Greeks, to understand the concept of implied volatility, to understand the multiple variables that you have in options. In the trading space, options are the most difficult field I've ever studied, to be honest. And still nowadays, I'm not an expert. And I'm really honest with you. I'm testing, I'm studying, I'm risking lower money. Okay? I'm risking lower money because for me, our options are a way of trading that it's amazing, but at the same time, I understand that you need deep mathematical knowledge to appreciate options deeply. Okay. Yeah, not only this, and I will say you need a strong mathematical foundation to understand everything. Okay. Second derivation, third derivation, of the Greeks, it's, and also the risk that you have in options can be way more than your account. So these financial instruments should be touched only by people with deep knowledge, because in futures we can plan the risk. In options, yes, you can plan the risk, but sometimes, for example, when Trump tweeted, I don't know if you know this stuff, but when Trump tweeted, options got reassigned. I received a message from the brokerage saying, we reassigned the options because the feeling of the market maker was not favorable. So imagine, imagine you have a long here, you close, and the market, when it's here down, it says, look, we are going to reassign you because the market maker are not happy. So you take a big loss. Now this is something exceptional, but this is something that scares me because I'm a maniac for control, for risk management. I need to know everything. Okay, I need to know the maximum risk. If there is a shutdown in Abu Dhabi and I cannot connect to the connection, I have other 3 phones that can close the position. Okay, but if the options market maker tell me, look, we reassigned the options to you because the feeling under the Trump tweet was not favorable for you, this is something that is really scary for me. Okay, so I talk a little bit out of context about options because you asked, but options have something that is really interesting that we will have soon in the platform. Rodolfo is working on it, I'm working on it, Andrea is working on it, we have a team of professionals. Options for futures trader are a nice information. Why? Because you can use options to have an additional pressure other than order flow, the 0 DTE flow. And we will have this for 2026. So all the scalpers can have all the most valuable information in a simple way and format. This is the mission of deep charts. And this is what we are going to do. Maybe it will take us 3 months, maybe it will take us 6 months, but we will give you all the flows that you need to make a 360 analysis without paying other platform. This is our goal. Now, going back here today, we already saw a rejection, okay? And this rejection, I think it's already going on the value area low because the value area low is 25,845. 24,845. So you see, we are already below the value area. Okay, so what does it mean? That the market, as of now, it's already accepting lower value. We are around here. Okay, so what we could expect for the day? Let me do an analysis for you to help you during this day with the concept that you need to know that in decisional day I don't trade. In decisional day I don't trade because usually you get chopped out. The market consolidates, spike up, spike down. you are not happy with it because you cannot take the big trend. But let me analyze it, okay? So we build value on the 22 and on the 23 here on this horizontal level. They are almost contained, so I can merge them, okay? Perfect. If I merge them, I see that the most sensitive level for this cash session is this horizontal level, is the 25,750. Let me mark it for you. 25,750 here. Why it's not? Because I was not dragging. Okay. Let me make it white. Perfect. Okay. This is the level that we just reached. Okay. This is the most sensitive level for the multi-day composite. This one. Okay. And then we have the POC. The POC, you see, it's on another round number. So it's 25,770. No, 700. Sorry, not 770. 700. Oh, perfect. So we have this horizontal level. Now, we have a gap here, sustaining all this pressure. Amazing. And now we want to go, guys, on the delta. If we go on the delta, and we take all this move up, I want to take all this pressure up. I want to go deeper in analysis. Let me remove price so I can make it way more clear for you. So you see that the level that we marked are This one is also the value area low, you see, of the distribution. So of all this profile, we marked perfectly a confluence level that is 750 value area low, and at the same time value area high of the accumulation that create this breakout. This is sensitive. This is a really sensitive area. Then we have this 700 here that sparkle my attention from here. Why from here? Can you see, guys? Can you give me one in chat? Can you see this huge buy volume? This is institutional activity. Okay, this is institutional activity. So I can mark this area even more clean. Perfect. Okay. Now we can reactivate price. Amazing. Okay. We can reactivate price. When we reactivate price, we can project this and project this. Okay. These are the most two sensitive level for the day. So I can expect that during the cash session opening, we will try to rebalance. What we will try to rebalance? We will try to rebalance all this distribution. Okay. We'll try to rebalance almost here. Now, why I don't trade on decisional day? Because I like to take snipers, no? So if I build amazing long here and here, I will try to project higher. But in decisional days, usually you have some shape like this. Distribute here, spike down, spike up, spike down, spike up, and I take a lot of break even. Okay. So in decisional days, I don't like to go trend following, but know that the level that I'm marking for you will be the most sensitive level for the day. Okay. Now let's mark the sell level, because we did this for the buy level, we mark also for the sell level. This one we already marked. This is a really sensitive level. I want to mark for you also the multi-day delta. So if I take from the top and we go down and we remove price, okay, and we go here, the market speak to us. Can you see that the market speak to us? Why the market speak to us? Because we have one peak here, one peak here, and one peak here. We have only these three peaks. So we have a confluence and cluster of super aggressive sell level that are all stacked on the same level. Now, when you have information like this, is it easier than any smart money liquidity trap concept? Is it easy to understand market, guys? Yes or no? For people that are following me for 1 month, for people that follow the free content on YouTube, am I making your life easier and more objective? Yes or no? Be honest. I don't get offended. This is what I do. This is what I do. So before starting the session, you already know what you can expect. Now, today, it will be choppy probably, okay? But we know when the sellers are in control. We already know before the session. We know. And where the buyers are in control, we know from this cluster. Okay? Perfect. What happens if we break this cluster? We will close with a low distribution day. So the cash session will change. What does it mean? That for the following days, we can expect to go down. So we can take a lot of trend following. At the same time, if we accept higher, okay, amazing, we accept higher, what we can make? If we accept higher here, we can expect the price to project to new round levels. This is the 2600, 26,000. What we can expect? We can expect to go to 26,500. It's a huge move. If we can time this move using our tools, we can make a huge risk to reward. Okay. How do you know will be choppy today? I cannot know if it will be choppy. I can know that we just tap into a high distribution multi-day level, so the market got rejected. And considering that the direction is higher, but we reached a wall, we reached a ceiling, I don't expect we to broke it on the first trial. I expect we to be a little bit choppy, because two strength encounter, the pressure for the downside and the pressure from the upside. Imagine this as a confluence of forces, no? Someone is pushing down here, someone is pushing up here. You don't have a full trend day where you don't have a resistance above. You can run, you can build trend following and run. Okay. This is the same thing that happened when we were short and we went closer and closer to the POC. You see that the market start to dry. You have a huge move like this one, and then you dry. Okay. And people that try to short here, that it will be this in this case, got stopped out. Good afternoon. I've been doing backtesting for 2 weeks now, but I don't feel an improvement in my performance. Could you please tell us how you do backtesting? So backtesting is really easy. It's testing your edge, Arthur. There is no correct way and bad way to do backtesting. The point is that how did you trade it? How did you use the profile? What did you use for Confluence? And what is your trading model? What are you using to execute? Deep trades, absorption, sensitive horizontal level, profile, refining, supply and demand. Depends. What are you using? It was Christmas time in Europe. It's very hard to know. But we are not predicting. We are just reading the market. Okay. That's the reason I tell you these days I'm calm. It's not clean to me. But I mark anyway for you. I mark the level. Okay. Because I want to let you understand by practice how you can be really good at marking level. Then, if today will be choppy, who cares? It's always the same. It's always 60. 60 in the New York session for the big trades. What if there are multiple delta bars near inside value area? And Nick, you need to build Confluence. So for example, for the level, we build the Confluence of single day profiling. Let me help you on this. Guys, you have a patient. I know that it's vacation and stuff. Can we do other 20 minutes? Because I finished the profile framing, but can you keep attention and focus for other 20 minutes? Can we go on a little bit? Okay. I want to explain you, this is really important that you understand for everyone here. Okay. Now let's go here. We have a profile distribution like this. Okay. Let's say that this is the single day profile, SDP, that is not sexually transmitted disease, a new one, but is single day profiling. Okay. Which are the most sensitive level of the single day profiling? The single day profiling, guys, are value area I and POC. Okay, if we are on the long side, value area I and POC are the most sensitive one. Okay, so if you accept above this level, this is wall number 1, and this is wall number 2. This is for the single profile. Okay, now if we go on to the multi-day profiling, okay, so we go on this one, we have a long-term map. Imagine you are in the ocean, you can see the horizon, but you need to have a context on where to go for the next 10 days, okay, to arrive to your place. This one is the multi-day information. Perfect. So we know that we have a sensitive level here. Maybe we have a wall here. Okay, perfect. Now, what we saw before, we saw this on the context of the day. We had the last days that were like this. We had one day like this, one day like this, one day like this, that reached the long-term level of resistance, okay, that we saw before. Okay, that we saw before, did reach this level. Amazing. So what we are doing at the moment, we are building clues. Remember, guys, good traders don't try to predict the market. Good traders are like detective. They get information. Okay, they get information. They are able to read clues where the market gives you clues. And clues, also institutional sleep clues, they cannot hide their volume. You can see when the market moves, when they load contract, you can see, guys, this is the blessing of the order flow. Okay? So now let's build Confluence like I did, so you can find my same areas by yourself. Okay. So what I did as first, I marked here the value area I, because this is the value area I before this explosion. Okay, why don't mark me? Because I'm background. Okay, let's make it green. Okay, this is the single day value area I before the explosion. Perfect. We find first information. Okay, what does it mean? That they loaded in this area, then we had an expansion day. It means that this value area I, as I explained to you before, and this POC is a sensitive level. Is it clear for everyone, guys? One in chat. We are reading information now, so you can get to the point like this by yourself. You can mark the same level where I marked here. Okay, you can mark the same level by yourself. Look now, I don't read London, okay, but you remember that we marked this level here. Remember that we marked this level here. Look at the reaction. Look at this reaction. Now, this movement, if you are a scalper, it's money. It's money. Being able to understand the level where from chop you will exit with momentum it's important, guys. Now, let's go back here. Amazing. Everyone in chat, crystal clear. Perfect. Now, okay, we have the first information. Let me clarify for you that this is the POC, and this one is the value area I of the single distribution date, single profile date, sorry, okay? Single profile date. And this one is the POC of the single profile date. Guys, this lesson, other people out there, I will not make names, other people out there charge, okay, for this. You have this profile framing for free on Monday. For free. So this is the value area I, single profile day. This is the POC, single profile day. Let's build Confluence. What I did, I merged this and this. Why I merged this and this, guys? Let's activate together our brain. Because if we take, for example, only this day, we are ignoring everything that happened in the accumulation of the previous day that is still on the same level. Do you have an aha moment? You are, fuck, I was ignoring all this contract and volume exchanged. I was missing on the Confluence level because I only take this. Like if this accumulation doesn't exist. That's the reason you need a platform that is able to let you merge and is precise on this and don't miss data in the middle. Okay? Now, second step, we merge these two. Perfect. When we merge these two, okay, maybe the market gives us a distribution. Let me make this a little bit higher. Gives us a distribution that is like this. One, here, here, okay. You see here, okay. Oh, what we have? We have the confluence of the multi-day accumulation and the confluence of the single day accumulation on the same level. What do you think the market will do when it goes discount on the single level into the multi-accumulation level? Okay. It's not guaranteed that we will go back here, but at least we will see interaction of aggressive of the buyers. That is what we are seeing at the moment. And it's not even cash session. Okay. We didn't finish here because we have the single profile distribution that is the same as multi-profile distribution. The 2 days on the same level are here. So this one becomes a range. What I did here. Clicked something wrong. Can I do? Undo. Perfect. On the box, And we can do this. So, if we want to have a no-brainer and we want to say, I'm a scalper, I want to take amazing position that I can hold at least till, for example, the POC for a 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5 risk to reward. Is it interesting for me if I enter here or here? Not so much. The important stuff is that I have a good confluence, but I know that this is the most sensitive level for the day. And if this one breaks, you should not try to buy again. Because the market told you that the multi-day accumulation failed, so the auction is switching short. Why the auction is switching short? For the level that we saw. It means that they won the battle. And if they won the battle, it means that sellers are in control now. And they show you with one time here and one time here. So if you try to lower your stop loss because you hope the market will rebound, I know that someone in the chat did this, or you try to long because it will reverse, you will be kicked in your ass. Leave your ego at home, guys. No one is giving you a pat on your shoulder if you are right. But at the end of the month, yourself will pat your shoulder if you made 5 figures, 6 figures in profit. No one cares about your ego. You should leave it at home. If you are wrong, say that you are wrong. I went live with Word of Wisdom in front of half the world, okay? 300, 400,000 views. I put my reputation on the line to make something live, to show people that everyone can be wrong. But what's the difference? If when I'm right, I made 15,000, when I'm wrong, I lose 5,000, 10,000, I'm still profit. I made a lot of money for the day. This is the thinking process you need to do. You don't need to be right always. Everyone is wrong. I know that I'm bothering you with this psychology mantra, but this is the reason few people make money in the market. Okay. Anyway, this is not finished also, because you can also build additional confluence from point A to point B by using the fixed profile. Okay? And if you use fixed profile, you take from this point to this point, and it will show you on the left side where is the horizontal delta. Okay, so let's say that we have delta green, delta green, delta green, delta green, bam, and bam. You have three information stacking at the same level based on profile, volume, and context. What do you want? It don't, guys, trust me, okay? Trust me. There is nothing better than this, okay? I study every day. I search every day. I create Confluence. The level of precision you can get by mixing this kind of information, it's unmatched. Okay. Yes, you can add on top of this complex mathematical system that study the deviation from the value area law, but at the end of the day, you will go back to this. You will go back to this, guys. Okay, because it's simple and it's something that you can see time by time. And also, you could start to make some assumption and analysis, okay? When we were here, if we unmerge everything, okay, if we unmerge everything, we had a switch of the profile first time here, okay? Then we distributed, and accepted here. If you are able, guys, to have a model that with extreme precision give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days of directional trend and the most sensitive level from where you can add. And at the same time, when it's switch, give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of directional. There is something better from the bias perspective. You understand why I'm not using at the moment the structure, because the structure can lead you in errors. If you have this, okay, you are on this sensitive level and you have a breakout of structure, and then it goes back inside. What usual price action trader do? They mark this, they demand that they go long. And no, the distribution is saying that you are back in the distribution, you will go here. And then breakout, okay? They see this fake out, market re-enter back, and they short the supply, and the market goes this. Some days are all like this. Can someone relate to this? Can someone relate to this? In the World Trading Cup, a casa I was scalping 6-7 hours per day. I took 2,300 execution. I wish you well, guys. I don't want you to have a psychologist in the room. This period, you know what you do to a human brain to take 20 to 30 high quality execution per day? You fry it. Yes, you can make a lot of money, but you fried it. I don't want this for you. Use a model that is sustainable. On the World Trading Cup, I had to perform. It's not a normal performance what you do in the World Trading Cup. You push on the gas, you raise the risk, you stress out. It will not be sustainable for me to scalp 7-8 hours per day with 20-30 execution. My eyes will burn. And in the World Trading Cup, okay, I don't do with the capital that I do in my personal account. Imagine floating 20,000. You go to P, minus 30. Fuck. I need other 20 execution. Tonight I don't sleep. You understand that it's not healthy. Okay. At the moment, the people in the bootcamp saw my execution. We commented live execution. Sometimes I show them performance day by day. They saw that I take high quality trades. 1, 2, 3, 4 per day, 5. Okay. I don't do this type of scalping anymore. Yes, I can make a stress test, okay? I can say, now in the next 3 months, I make 10,000 execution because I want to put my strategy under stress and I want to show to all the people that following that the model is still performing, okay? But I'm losing life to do this, you know? It is stressing me out. Stressing me out. Intraday, relaxed intraday, it's more easy. It's more suitable for everyone. Every Monday, guys. Doing every Monday live. Now I will concentrate on trading. In the new year, I will focus on trading. There is a format that is blood, sweat, and scalp that is for advanced professional. And I will need to check when I'm able to follow it. Already in Italy, I do it live. And the plan for this year is to give to the traders the most advanced tool in a single platform. So I'm also spending 2 or 3 hours per day to study deeply the option flow, and we are onboarding multiple professionals because we want to be able to give a directional insight also from the option side, but in a simple way, because I don't want to overcomplicate it. Okay. Now the bootcamp is closed, guys. It's closed. Bootcamp is closed. Amazing. I hope you enjoyed this session, even in the holidays. I'm always here with you. I hope it was not boring. I think that what I'm giving you is what I wished I would have when I started, because going through moving average, going through GAN, going through stuff is really frustrating because you start to doubt yourself. And at the end of the day, with all the YouTube content past and new that I'm making with the platform, with everything, I hope that to all kind of traders, either you are using my model to improve your bias, either you are using my model to execute because you are a price action trader, either you like to see the psychology approach of someone that managed 7 figures as a private capital, I hope you got something. You bring something home, and you can become a better trader for 2026. Because at the end of the day, this profession is one of the most difficult in the planet, and to have a support group, and time by time we meet, do on Monday you have Rodolfo, you have Andrea, and it's here in the Discord, is something that I think can give you way more benefit than what you pay. Have a good weekend, guys. Good week ahead. Stay safe these days because the liquidity will be really low, so you can see some sharp movement both sides. It's not the best day to trade. I will become fully operational in my account from the end of the first week of January. Wish you well, happy holidays, and see you soon.